Welcome back to more Otakus Xtreme Racer. So last time we made a start on this night. We once again made a decent amount of progress on teams, but didn't find a team leader yet still, so yeah. Although yeah, there's definitely like 2 targets we can take on soon enough, so yeah. Anyway, this time though, we're gonna be doing more with this night. Let's take on some more rivals on the Shinkanjo. Like yeah, we can take on more members of Danji. But also, I'm thinking about, Triage, for example, too, who we're close with, so yeah. Unfortunately, like I said, a lot of the teams I'm thinking about too, they're not on the map yet, so yeah. And I kind of want to end the last spot when I did, because I want to do kind of a fresh start and talk about, I want to have a little bit of a fresh start and talk about another topic, so yeah. So this Dejima trial, let's take one. And again, once again, he's from Danchi, and he drives the Hawkeye Influencer this time, so yeah. And he doesn't have any skills, it's kind of weird at this point, but anyway. To be fair though, yeah, you don't need skills if you're very confident in your driving, so yeah. Yeah. But anyway, so yeah, the thing I want to talk about is that, yeah, I did, start playing a little bit of Metaphor because I wanted to record footage for it, for my end of year video. Because I thought that'd be a pretty cool thing to do, ring in the new year like that. Because again, once my practice of Black and White 2 is done, it's a game I probably will start thinking about playing. Again, it'll depend, because I still want to play Black 2 alongside my White 2 playthrough, so we'll see how it goes. Again, like I said, yeah, I do want to, this does, keep the door open for a blind play from the channel, which again, I don't want to completely discount, because even though, yeah, I wasn't feeling very confident before, but I'm feeling a lot more confident now, so that's gonna be good. Is Moonlight Child from Cupid Arrows. So once again, let's take that one. Driving the Eclipse. Anyway, so yeah. So about to, talking about that, yeah, again, now I'm starting to feel a bit more confident, because, now I'm actually, recording quite a bit. I think it's just that, yeah, I could see. Again, I guess that's one thing I could say too, like Pokemon, that's gonna be, I don't need to make the plot super long for that, unless I need to talk about a lot of Pokemon, but, again, I'm thinking of maybe revolutionizing the way I talk about Pokemon in that playthrough. Well, for myself at least. It'll be a revolution for myself, so yeah. So yeah, that's something I'm thinking about. Let's go in the park area because again, that does instantly cool down the entrance, so it's kind of smart. Anyway, go through more dialogue. There's yellow dialogue too. I saw Shun and found the C1, but he didn't accept my battle. Apparently, he battles machines with rotor engines, so that's good to know. So yeah, the rotary cars, yeah, there aren't that many of them. It's only the Master RX-7A, by the way. So yeah. So you're gonna need to be driving one of those. Luckily though, yeah, like I said, if you did get the RX-8, well yeah, you could fight Shun and fair with that, so yeah. So anyway, let's head out. We got another team member you could take on here. And like I said, I think, yeah, some of the rivals are on like this side of Shinkanjo, some of them on the other side, yeah, there's quite a lot to think about, so yeah. Anyway, so back to what I was talking about. Why am I talking about Metaphor while I'm playing, Otakus Xtreme Racer? So, well, yeah, of course, one of the things about, actually, no way. Let's finish what I was talking about. Again, like I said, yeah, I'm thinking, yeah, maybe I'm gonna try, talking about Pokemon a little bit differently. Maybe, try and improve on what I was doing before to make a better playthrough. Yeah, pretty much, yeah, with my White 2 playthrough, I want it to be one of the best White 2 playthroughs out there. That's the dream right there, so yeah. So who are these two? So Rollicana 4 and Sky Slane Night Butterfly again. I was thinking about Triage, so let's take on Triage, so yeah. Once again, they're all driving the Evo turns. And yeah, I think after this, only the team leader remains, so that's good. So let's do it. So why am I talking, so yeah, that's what I was talking about before, yeah, I'm definitely all over the place at the start of this spot on my anyway. So yeah, again, like I said, I want to make that White 2 playthrough the best I can. That's why I'm also playing this game, because then, yeah, I feel more confident, making videos, so yeah. Because I'm playing a game that I really, really like in TXR, so yeah. But yeah, I think, yeah, what's gonna happen probably is that I'm gonna end the night when we do actually reach that 50 million CP, because I think it's gonna happen at this rate. Because the rivals are giving like almost a million a pop, so yeah. So keep that in mind. When we get to like 45 million CP, that's when I need to start, you know, paying attention, so yeah. Anyway. So I got another rival coming up here. I'm not, once again, not actually fighting the traffic. Because I don't think we need to, with the win streak the way it is, so yeah. Yeah, the win streak bonus, yeah, it's powerful. It's a powerful perk. That's kind of why I listed it so much, so yeah. Alright, I got Gale at you. He's driving an Evo 5. So let's take him on. And yeah, let's see. I think I'm going to stick it on Shinkantra for the time being. There's another rival there. But again, at some point though, I do want to maybe turn around and check out the other side. Also want to maybe take on the other side of C1, yeah. I think, yeah, once again, our focus is probably going to be C1 and Shinkantra, so yeah. But it does look like, yeah, we're going to be making a lot of damage on Danchi as well, so yeah. You can also do a lot of damage on Strong Formation as well, so yeah. But yeah, this is like really showing that, yeah, the combo bonus pack, yeah, it's one of the stronger ones, so yeah. For getting money super quickly, so yeah. And yeah, we'll have enough money to, you know, uncap ourselves too, so that's good. And yeah, I should mention how that works. You know, when you cap up money, you basically lose any additional money you get after you get to 50 million CP, so yeah, it basically just goes to waste. So we definitely don't want that to happen. So yeah, I'll think about that. But anyway, so yeah, now I kind of talked a little bit about why too. Yeah, let's talk about why I want to mention Metaphor. So yeah, of course, the thing about Metaphor, and yeah, I think we're actually taking on Trigus team, right? Yeah, we are. Alright, let's do it. So we got Siren Traveler first. Looking at the Just Accelerate though, that's a bit unfortunate, that's okay. So anyway, so back to what I was talking about before. So yeah, why am I talking about Metaphor? So yeah, of course the thing about Metaphor is that, you know, one thing that my friend mentioned to me is that, yeah, the game, you know, it talks about fiction a lot. That's like one of its main themes. And that got me thinking, you know, what about cars and fiction? Because it kinda relates to, you know, myself a little bit. Anyway, here's Wandering Ensign, the team leader for Triage. Our first team leader, finally, in this stage, so yeah. We finally making some progress. So yeah, let's pull away from him. The nitrous a little bit. That is good. That's what we like to see, so yeah. So yeah, I think, yeah, we should probably just take it to the parking area, and then, yeah, because I'm over the entrance, so yeah. Then I can, you know, figure out where do I want to go next, now that, you know, we defeated them. So yeah. So what about Cars of Fiction? Because, yeah, I do think it's quite important. It's interesting, though, because, yeah, we are talking about, you know, a game with, like, you know, real-life cars. Not all racing games have those, but yeah. So yeah, you're talking about Midnight Rose, interesting enough. She's from Cupid Arrows. So yeah, Hayato is Tree Leaf Monkey. I'm pretty sure you're from Dungeon. That's an interesting name. I got Stardust Shine. Alright, and yeah, no one else should be here. Alright, so yeah, where do we want to go? Let's figure this out. So, once again, we can't do anything with Cupid Arrows or Juicy Heaven, but again, Cat X Cat, they're going that way. Which means that, yeah, if I go here, I can actually battle her, so that's good to know. The Pleiades, once again, they seem to be focused on Yokohane, now they're going down. Some of them are going down. And then, yeah, Emily, they're going that way. That could actually work. And then Desire, playing Astron is over there now. So if I want to go take on Rolling Gals, then yeah. I can also take on Desire while I'm at it. And then another star, we can't take on the team yet, but yeah, they're going like Yokohane. So yeah, I think I know what I want to do. I think we're going to take on Black Cat. So yeah, let's go here and basically turn around and fight us. So yeah, while I'm talking about my little topic. Alright, so we got a lot of things. Also Heretic Cannabis here. I ate udon at Satoshi Noodle Artisan shop the other day. It was quite a line, but it was worth it. It was delicious. You want to buy Satoshi Noodle Artisan? You need to change your license to Kagura. Yes, the Udon Noodle Prefecture. Yep. We're definitely reading your dialogue. What are you staring at? My name is getting well known, so I thought there'd be a few curious gazers. I'm fed up. What? I thought you were cute, you say? You after hearing my voice and knowing my guy, you still say that? Or something else. Yeah, I'm cute. A badass street racer dressed in cute outfits. That's Heretic Amethyst. If you meet on the course, I'll tear you apart. So look forward to it. Yeah, that's the cross-dressing member of Desire, so yeah. And you're talking about your wife, okay? But again, I can't... I mean, maybe we talk about it a little bit too, but again, it would make more sense if we talk about it when we're actually playing Desire, so yeah. And you're talking about V6 or V8s. There aren't actually that many V8s in this game. V6s, there are a couple of them. Most of them are inline 6 at the moment, so yeah. Like, yeah, our Supers is inline 6, so yeah. Anyway, and yeah, there shouldn't be anyone here. Alrighty, so yeah, let's head out. Let's take on Black Cat over here, so yeah, let's turn around and fight her. But anyway, so yeah, it's interesting to think about because, like, yeah, racing games, you know, allow me to, you know, live up one of my fantasies, you know, getting to drive my favorite cars, you know. And that's interesting. Because again, like, yeah, the weird thing about me is that I don't know if I'll ever be able to drive a car in real life. Yeah, I still play racing games because, again, I think the thing about it, this also relates to another thing, but yeah, I think, yeah, when thinking about, you know, fiction, it's, you know, I get to see these cars, you know, how they drive and stuff, that, you know, needing to drive them myself. I get, you know, a good feeling about what it's like, so yeah. So that's really cool. So yeah, here we got Black Cat coming towards us, so yeah. And if we defeat her, we get another Wanderer showing up, so yeah. That's pretty cool. So I'll just turn around, I guess. What, this guy? And there she is. And as you actually drives a black RX-8. But yeah, again, Black Cat and White Cat characters in general, yeah, they're an interesting team, that's for sure. Let's take them on. And then yeah, we'll see where we want to go after this. So yeah, we're already defeating 2 teams from Rebirth of Legends, that's really good. Again, we can't defeat all of them, but that's okay. I'm using up a lot there. Maybe I should have done that, but that's okay. Because then I don't have enough for another team leader, so yeah. Because we might be finding a team leader coming up, so yeah. So yeah. Let's go the other way. Which didn't work out too great. For me, so yeah. Again, I don't... Is this the right way? I feel like I went the wrong way again. Because of the heat of the moment, so yeah. Oh well. This actually might not work out too badly then. Because then I can maybe refill my nitrous. And also change my tires, so yeah. Is this where MOE is, or did I go the wrong way? Yeah, I went the wrong way, yeah. But I guess, again, it kind of works out. Because then I can, you know, we can start unrolling nows a little bit, and then yeah, I can refresh my tires and take on MOE. I think that's going to be the plan, because again, MOE is a bit dangerous because of how they battle, so yeah. So anyway, so you're back to talking about, you know, fiction and stuff in racing games. Again, you don't really associate racing games with fiction unless, yeah, the setting is very fictitious. Like this game, yeah, other than the fact that, you know, street racing is a pretty normal thing, this world could exist in real life, and in fact, yeah, it's based on a real life place too, and it is that real life place too, so yeah. So again, like, it's interesting to think about, like, yeah, even like, you know, a racing game is, you know, fiction too, and it allows me to, you know, experience something in the real world that, yeah, normally be very difficult. I mean, yeah, a lot of people, you know, use racing games to drive, you know, their favorite cars, especially their cars that are normally not that easy to obtain, like a supercar, for example. So yeah, so that's another way of looking at it. And you're driving a trainer. The interesting thing about rolling guys is that only the team leader uses a trainer. And yeah, here's a regular team member using one in rolling gals. So yeah, rolling gals only has 5 team members, so they're not. I think there's only 5, so they're not gonna. You don't need to worry about them too much. Let's just say so. Yeah. Anyway, that didn't go well, but that's okay. Again, all the slow speed corners seem to be my weakness with the Supra. So yeah. Again, we are getting quite close to the muddy car. That's very funny to think about, I must admit. So yeah. Anyway, so yeah, back to the fiction thing. So yeah, so again, it's like yeah, it's interesting to think about like that. Again, like yeah, most people, again, like I was kind of saying before, most people, you know, associate fiction, you know, medieval kingdoms, fantasy settings, and all that. But yeah, you can definitely, you know, you can definitely relate to a world like this, you know, because again, you know, I want to drive this Supra in real life if I could, but yeah, again, I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon, you know, so yeah. So again, I think that's one reason, that's another reason why, yeah, Metaphor could be interesting, because again, if I, you know, relate it to my own interests in fiction, then yeah, I could definitely see the story being very meaningful. Because again, I'm mostly a positive person. Again, I don't like everything about the real world, but the real world we do have is definitely a good thing, so yeah. Yeah, so I do wonder if, you know, Metaphor is gonna focus on, you know, the gloomier side of the real world, you know? Because it kind of does feel like it with, you know, how the... Oh, I got an achievement. I got 10 near misses in a row, so yeah. I guess that's not a bad thing to try practicing, because, it's not a bad thing to try practicing, because, yeah, if you're using self-love, then, yeah, near misses are one that ways you're going to be, you know, recharging your health, so yeah. And we got a third long run bonus, which means more money, so yeah, once again, you need to think carefully. I do, you know, this jeopardy about the money, it's interesting, because it's like, yeah, this jeopardy about my money situation, yeah, it does, it's weird, it's a weird feeling, you know, so yeah, you don't really get that in other TRS games because, yeah, you don't have to worry about money caps, so yeah. I guess it does balance the fact that, yeah, there's a lot of ways to get money quickly, so yeah. Anyway, so... let's see here. Got more dialogue here from Beautiful Moonstone. Should be from Juicy Heaven. We got Rainbow Domino. Tear After Image, and then Streamline Runner. Not too much for them to say, it seems, so yeah. But yeah, that guy's talking about the front, so I wonder what that's about anyway. Yeah. So yeah, once again, let's change the tires. Let's rebuild the nitro. Again, we don't need, let's retune the salt. Either, yeah, I might regret. So yeah, Emily, we're going after Emily. So yeah, they're over there. And then yeah, I don't think we should stay much longer this night. After that, because like yeah, there aren't that many other rivals going this way on the C1, I believe. So then like yeah, I think it's smart to just end the night right now. So yeah, I think this yeah kind of worked out decent. I might have a casual part, but at the same time, though, we do have a decent amount of rivals to talk about, and then yeah, we have a lot of money, and we need to do something about that money. So yeah, so let me make sure I'm going the right way. So they need to go C1 inner, I'm pretty sure, so yeah. Wait, that's C1 outer. I'm confusing myself, so yeah. Yeah, C1 inner has to be where they go. So yeah, let's go this way. Yeah, I like this way a lot, but sometimes I confuse myself sometimes, so yeah. I mean, there's a good reason why I decided to refill both the nitrous and the tires, and yeah, they're right there, so yeah. Pretty sure. So this is Logic Professor, he drives a Supra. It's definitely a bit dangerous to start with, anyway. And yeah, the team mascot is a mage, so yeah. and they proudly display it on the side of their cars, so yeah. Which, you know, I can kind of relate to that. You know, I kind of like Itasha, maybe talk about that later too, but anyway. Itasha's weird because it's a term that's, you know, negative in connotation, but people, you know, proudly show it off, so yeah. Because, yeah, it relates to what Itasha actually means, but anyway. Yeah, we're not gonna run out of money, but again, it's like, I'm close to maxing out, and also there's no rivals nearby, so I think it makes sense to tonight. But anyway, immediately after being him, the Black Zero Fighter comes out. So let's take him on, and he drives an RX-7, so yeah, all of them drive pretty good cars. And he's pulling away. But I got the Slipstream though. The Slipstream's quite powerful in this game, so yeah, but anyway, so again, yeah. The picture thing is definitely quite interesting. Again, it probably also relates to why I like driving, but yeah, maybe that's something I'll mention in the next part then. Because again, it's quite complicated, I think. And there's like a ton of topics that can relate to that too, I think, as well. So yeah. That car's in a pretty poor place, but that's okay. Yeah. Now I'm there missing all these cars, yeah, it makes me think that, yeah, do I really want to... Do I want to try, you know, self-love? Anyway, that was the second member, so that means that, yeah, the team leader's gonna pop up. Gothic, the My Lord. And yeah, those cards are very interesting looking. And yeah, he uses a BN on 34. So yeah, let's get past him. Luckily though, again, it's a pretty heavy car, so yeah, we can probably take him on pretty easy on the C1s, so yeah. Go, not too bad, that was not perfect, but hey. There we go. We're at 40 million, and like I said, there's like no one nearby, so yeah. Let's look at the map one more time. So yeah, like I said, got living in a juicy heaven, or Cupidars. I'm gonna play these. They are going down the Wangan at the moment, except for this guy, who's going Shinkantra, I think. Again, we could take him on. Desire, again, we could take him on while we're taking on the Rolling Girls, and we already did a bit of damage to Rolling Girls, so that's cool. And then yeah, we can't defeat another star. They are... We might be able to take on that guy, but again, I don't think we should right now. There are some interesting things going here though. Like yeah, the rest of the Rolling Girls are here, so we can take them on. Twister. So yeah, they go down the Wangan, it looks like. I mean, they could also be on the Shinkantra. So yeah, that's something else, like I said, they go down the same route as the Strong Formation team. And then yeah, we've got Racing Storm. But yeah, we can also take on two. They also go on the Shinkantra, so yeah, we're definitely not done with the Shinkantra. And then yeah, Commander, only one team on the left, but he's on the map. Same, actually no, you're on the map. You're going the direction I'm going, so but he's very far away is the problem, so yeah. And then yeah, we also got, you know, these two. And it's 8 members left, there's still a little bit to go. I think some of them might join in on the battle though, so yeah, that's also a thing, so it might be able to take one. We're done with Danji for the time being. Machine Rangers, there's that guy going down the Wangan. And then M-Connect. You can't take on all that, and they're also going up the Wangan, so yeah. Alright, I think that's good for tonight. So yeah, let's end, because yeah, I need to soon. So, with the money situation the way it is, so yeah. That's the garage. So yeah, Half-Baked Spur, that's a weird name for a very good night. Anyway, we got a lot of BP too. Again, like I said, if we keep around 100, that'd be good. So yeah. So let's have a little look for the upgrades. So yeah. May want to keep a little bit more on. So yeah, what do I want? Well, it's pretty obvious what I want. I want to at least get this, and this, and probably this. There we go. And now, yeah, let's think. Do I want, like, more technical bonus? I think I'll get at least one more. And then for the money, do I want more money from rivals? Because I was talking about before, maybe not, but hey. I could also get this, but like, I don't think it's necessary, so yeah. Yeah, at this point, I might actually start setting up my BP. And though, there's also this. We can increase the perfect bonus, but yeah, I don't think it's that important at the moment, so yeah. So I think, yeah. Well, more technical bonus or more rival? I think I'm actually going to get the technical bonus. I think that's it. Let's hold off for now. So other thing is we can purchase machines at cheaper. Yeah, and this one's for selling them, so yeah. I think I'll at least get that for the time being. So there we go, and then yeah, when we get to the next stage, maybe I drop this even more, we'll see. But I think yeah, I'm gonna keep 210 in my back pocket, just in case, you know, I need to buy all the upgrades in like quick succession. Like yeah, like if I fight like, let's say Rebirth of Legend, and immediately after I fight Rebirth of Legend, and like immediately after that, then yeah, we fight the other bosses, you know. So yeah, so we fought 2 Wanderers, I'm pretty sure. I mean, you actually have like info on like all of them now, so that's cool. And then we defeated 2 teams, I believe, actually 3 teams. So yeah. Alright, so let's start off with Lonely Nihilist, who only appears on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. So she's Mami Nishiyama, a professional tennis player. Quite a nickname for being known for never changing her expression regardless of the situation. Machine tuned with tournament winnings, excels in acceleration, allowing her to pull away from rivals at the start of battle. However, lacks high speed endurance, so she has been honing her blocking techniques on long races. She's meticulous about stiffening the suspension and reducing weight. Recently, she's been spotted driving a young man in the passenger seat, rumored to be a younger brother who was seriously ill a few years ago. Then after that, we got Commute Disruptor. It says only battles against cars without neon lights. Yeah, that's a mistranslation, unfortunately. We saw the dialogue with, we saw the dialogue about him, that you see here, which you can view. Again, he says you need neon lights, so yeah, keep that in mind. But anyway, so he's Akanari Katsumata, home appliance store owner. Known for his quick wit and jokes to rival comedians, he often escalates things too far, causing trouble for those around him. Running an electronics store, he initially drove with flashy lights or advertising, gradually gaining recognition and receiving neon orders, turning it into a successful business. However, he is no match for his wife. He frequently complains about the lack of large domestic appliance sales. He struggles with this issue, obviously unable to load and drive a refrigerator around. So there you go. So yeah, we took on 3 teams. Let's talk about, so yeah, we took on MOE, Triage, and Caxcat. So let's talk about Triage first. The team originally formed under the charisma of the previous leader, now led by Wandering Ensign, who carries on the legacy, maintain team unity. They focus purely on driving rather than winning or losing, aiming to be the strongest in the loop line with ability-focused machines. Some members left due to ideological differences, but new members who admire the current leader have joined, bringing the team to a new stage. Their main rivals are the Pleiades due to differences in machine preferences. Yeah, these guys use Mitsubishis, the Pleiades use Subarus, and they're rivals, so yeah. So I got Sky Saying Night Butterfly, who's a woman, gentle pharmacist too, so yeah. Different person by the wheel. Yeah, there's a lot of women that are like that in this series, it feels like, so yeah. And yeah, apparently a team is even fierce sometimes, so yeah. She gets quite intense when she's by the wheel. Then we got Black Richard Bow. He's apparently a prosecutor, so yeah. I think that has something to do with the way he talks, so yeah. Actually, that was another person that I picked up anyway. It might have been this guy. And he's also mentioning the Pleiades too. He views the priesthood members of the Pleiades with a critical eye. Then we got Stardust Giant, who's a veterinarian. I can't think I always fought this guy. I've always part of another team, to be honest, so yeah. Understanding among comrades is essential, apparently. Like I said, is irrelevant and join the team. So that's an interesting philosophy. Then we got Lonely Ghost, whose lack of presence is so pronounced that can be said to be his identity. So yeah, he's a patent attorney apparently. So that's kind of interesting. One that has something to do with one that has something to do with, you know, him being forgettable. And yeah, he apparently is consulting hard worker about making a Tasha decorative card. Though it is to others that he's just wondering. Then you got Siren Traveler, apparently he's a dentist. And apparently he's a handsome shit with his sweet looks. I don't know how that helps his dentist shop, but hey, good for him, I guess. So yeah. Apparently he was inspired by Wandering Ensign's trust and passion for the former leader and joined the team. And his Wandering Ensign. Hayo Suda, accountant. Triage was formed on the praise of the former leader, and the current leader who succeeded him also demonstrates remarkable centripetal force. He has a long career as a street racer but differs from those who only value winning and losing, instead enjoying battles as a pure sport. Some former members chose to live outside the racing when they left the team. They accepted it as another road and sent them off amicably. So there you go. We'll read all the bios for the other teams because they only have few members. So there's Kaz, Black Cat, who had been racing alone for many years, formed a deal with White Cat, who clicked with her 4 years ago. Combined with their beauty, they have become idols on the Shuto Expressway. Although there's a difference in their driving experience, both have excellent senses and they win battles one after another, like the coordinated 2-car setup. However, Black Cat seems to be considering retirement, so days of seeing this duo might be numbered. So let's look at White Cat. Arisa Nujima, department store receptionist. After graduating from a prestigious women's university of Tokyo, she started working at a top department store. She was raised by parents who doted on her, and having a lead like a prince, her true self loves clubbing and racing. She has admired Black Cat as an older sister ever since Black Cat saved her from a gang of delinquents. Sensing that Black Cat is secretly considering retirement, she is determined to race with no regrets at all times, aiming to become someone who can say goodbye with a smile. And then there's Black Cat, Mamako Takaya, and she's a hostess club worker. Debuted on the Shuto Express at 19 and has since been an idol among street racers. Cheerful and calm, she speaks her mind, which led to her racing alone for a long time. She hit off with White Cat at a club they were frequent, and they've been racing together for 4 years. She sees her former self in White Cat as sometimes thinks are retiring. Wants to stay ahead of her just a bit longer. So yeah, the interesting thing about her is she used to be a wanderer called Glamorous Mommy, and that's why she's called Mamako Takaya, so yeah. But again, she found White Cat, hit it off with her, and then decided to form a duo team with her, so that's really cool. And then finally we've got Emily, a team founded by 3 Akihabara enthusiasts. The members, who are devoted to playing racing games, formed the team while having a lively discussion on cars at a big cafe. The team name comes from the initials of its members, meticulously simulate in games raw race on the Shuto Expressway. Despite struggling with the gap between game and reality, their excellent gaming skills allows them to compensate for this in their minds. So yeah, here's Machumichi Imori, logic professor. A brainy individual who loves puzzles and riddles. He sees shooting as a puzzle element and joined Emily, a team formed by his classmates. He also handles information gathering for the team, creating databases of rival information and new parts that are highly sought after by other teams. He was once troubled over whether to reveal to Gothic the My Lord that his idol Heretic Cannabis is actually a man, who was relieved and things sold smoothly. And yeah, I should have known that these guys were in Akihabara because that makes a lot of sense, so yeah. I'm pretty sure there's a maid cafe in Akihabara in Persona 5 as well, so yeah. Yeah, you can have there's a reason why I mentioned Persona 5 a lot. Both games take place in Tokyo, obviously, so yeah. Anyway, Rei Otaki, he's a game tester and he's called Black Zero Fighter. Known to some as the Ace Shoot of Akaba, he is a gaming master for those who know, with exceptional reflexes and dynamic vision. Honed through games. Utilize the move reel of his FD3S, he has a technique to dodge other cars by hair's breadth. The more crowd the course, the more he shines. Recently became a full-time employee and was appointed as the debugging leader. Despite frequently being late to team gatherings, his excuse of finding a bug just for leaving is generally accepted by everyone. And finally we've got Gothic the My Lord, Kiichi Misawa, system engineer. A typical game otaku who became a freelance system engineer using his computer knowledge. He believed the mistake equation he heard at an Akihabara maid cafe that a cool guy equals a cool car, and bought a BN-R34. Eventually he started to seek speed and formed the team. He was once so depressed that he was on the verge of retiring, but discovering the Heretic Cannabis, whom he had a crush on, was actually a man, because he's apparently straight. But they serially hit it off and became close friends, discussing the shared interest in cosplay. That is cool though. So yeah, that they now get along, so yeah. But as you may notice here, that team is deeply connected to Desire, so yeah. But anyway, what should we do next in the next part? I think, yeah, we probably should think about Cupid Arrows. You can also think about Juicy Heaven as well. They also go the same route. So yeah, we could do that. Again, the Pleiades is a bit of a problem because of where they're located, but we can't take them all on like that though. So Desire, again, both members are around about those. So yeah, I think I might think about them later. And then there's obviously another star. So yeah, all the teams I want to take on are out and about. So yeah, that's interesting. Maybe yeah, I do try to take on all of them. That will be a bit of a tall task, but we shall see if we can get it done. And as for Wanderers, Master Position's now around. It would be nice to take them on, but yeah, he'll always be around because you need to beat Caxcat, which we've already done, so yeah. And as for any other Wanderers, you can also set this so that only Wanderers appear on this, but I don't need to do that, so yeah. And that's the only Wanderer you need to worry about. Alright, so yeah. So that's in the part here. So yeah. Didn't do... I mean, we just kind of wrapped up the night, but again, we were getting kind of close to 50 million, so yeah. But now we're at 100 million, so that's good. And we have a lot of BP in reserve for when those upgrades come, so that's good. So yeah. Things are looking quite up. So yeah, next time, yeah, might be another long night. We're going to try and take on most of the remaining teams of Rebirth of Legend because yeah, there's not much to go now. So yeah, look forward to that. I'll see you guys again.